Welcome. Tonight we come together as students, siblings, parents, teachers, grandparents, and family members to celebrate our 8th grade students and all the growth they have made over the last 9 years. It saddens me that we weren't able to do this passage in the traditional TOPS fashion, as there are so many amazing 8th graders and families that will be missed. Starting as kindergartners learning to read, write, count to 100, and tie their shoes, and growing to 8th graders serving their communities, creating amazing works of art, presenting social justice projects, solving algebraic expressions, learning about carbohydrates, fats, lipids, and marching in protests in support of Black lives. Some of our students have been Falcons for 9 years. Some joined us in 3rd grade, 6th grade, and we have welcomed other new students to TOPS this year. Regardless of when you arrived at TOPS, you are part of our Falcon family. Don't forget that. It is important to recognize all the people who have helped make this evening possible and supported your students' academic, social, physical, and emotional growth. TOPS middle school teachers and staff, Mr. Lawrence, Mary Ann, Ms. Rinsler, Ms. Peel, Ms. Heiger, Mr. Bladel, Mr. Ellis, Suzanne, Ms. Hellickson, Mr. Forsleff, Nick, Ms. Gamache, Don and Eric, Peter Quint, Ms. Hanson. Families and students, please help me recognize these amazing educators for their service to your students. There is another amazing group here tonight, the parents and families of all of our 8th graders. These are the people who have loved, nurtured, and supported you through your lives. Drive you late to school when you can't find your homework, bring your homework, lunch, extra clothes, and instrument to school, pick you up from school when you are sick or get hurt, help you finish your projects, take you shopping for back to school, meet with teachers, pay your cell phone bill, wake you up in the last 3 weeks to get started on your schoolwork when all you want to do is sleep, understand that you are being just an adolescent and mistakes happen, and so much more. 8th graders, please recognize your parents, hug them, tell them that you love them, and thank them for their support. I've got a couple teachers I'd like to recognize tonight, and let's take a couple minutes to recognize these 2 middle school teachers who are leaving TOPS. Miss Marianne Clark has been at TOPS approximately 20 years. Miss Marianne is going to spend her time in retirement doing lots of bike riding and yoga. She will be missed. Thank you for your many years of service and contribution to TOPS, Marianne. Miss Summer Peel, AKA Miss Wilkinson, is headed to the sunny state of California. Her partner is doing his medical residency at a hospital in the Los Angeles area. Miss Peel, you will be missed. Thank you for your contribution to TOPS. We'd also like to recognize the people who worked hard to make this exceptional passage happen this year. Marianne Clark, Mark Ellis, Jenny Gamache, Stephanie Hellickson, Eric Herndon, Shannon Heiger, Catherine Hinn, Guy Lawrence, Summer Peel, Marlies Van Berheek, and Zahn Zemke. In addition to the staff and parents and students that we've recognized, I'd also like to acknowledge 3 parents tonight who are the recipients of our Better Our Building Awards, or our BOB Awards. Margot Robb, Margaret Ailes, and Sharon Gray. Margot Robb has been a TOPS parent for 12 years. She has been involved with so many aspects of TOPS life. Margot was the force behind the partnership with Seattle Parks and Rec and our after-school programming for the last 5 years. She has worked tirelessly in support of Passage this year and has chaperoned many camp experiences. Thank you, Margot, for bettering our community. Margaret Ailes is a reliable, thoughtful, behind-the-scenes active parent for the last 11 years. She has been instrumental in the auction organization and planning for numerous years, as well as planting the seeds, a member of Site Council, as well as going on multiple camping experiences with both of her kids. She is a reliable, positive force and an all-around fabulous human. Thank you, Margaret, for bettering our community. Sharon Gray has been instrumental on TOPS Site Council for many years. As a TOPS parent for over 11 years, she has worked tirelessly to update the TOPS website and keep our parents informed with the TOPS newsletter and the changes to our online parent directory. She has spent many hours over many years working on the TOPS annual auction. Thank you, Sharon, for bettering our community. In addition to the BOB Awards, there's one more special award I would like to present. This is our Drum Major for Justice Award. Our school's vision is to empower students to be active participants, leaders, learners, and contributors to social justice. At TOPS, we define social justice as the courageous commitment to action that recognizes humanity of everyone and brings out equity for all. This award recognizes and celebrates a TOPS community member who is leading the values of social justice and equity that has been part of the TOPS mission since its early years. This year's recipient embodies the work of social justice and culturally responsive leadership. She leads our building leadership team and is an active member of our race and equity team. Marlise consistently asks the hard questions and pushes our staff to think and act in support of our families and our students who are the furthest from educational justice. Congratulations, Marlise. There are 2 more awards before I turn this over to the amazing recognition of our students. This is a Seymour Kaplan Award, which is awarded to 2 students in 8th grade and 2 students in 5th grade every year. Each spring, Seattle Public Schools honors elementary and middle school students who epitomize the values of Seymour Kaplan. Mr. Kaplan was an outstanding member of our community who dedicated his life to human relations, helping people to overcome prejudice and accept differences. Our 2 8th grade recipients this year are Caitlin Barnes and Vincent Huang. Caitlin's teachers describe her as positive, helpful, and conscientious. She goes out of her way to be helpful, thoughtful, and clean up after others. Caitlin always offers to collect work for absent classmates regardless of her relationship to them. She sets a positive example for her classmates in terms of diligence. She contributes during discussions in ways that demonstrate she is thinking of others. Caitlin eagerly offers help to others and consistently demonstrates gratitude for her learning and community. Vincent is diligent, helpful, and humble. Vincent has stepped up this year in terms of awareness of others and willingness and eagerness to be of service. He is very supportive of his classmates in terms of helping them be successful in learning. He is a strong student and consistently looks for opportunities to help others, even at the expense of getting his own work done. He demonstrates empathy towards his peers by actively seeking to help others. Congratulations, Caitlin and Vincent.
When I first came to TOPS, I transferred from Washington Middle School, and it was pretty bad. I was a really bad person. I was rude. I was influenced by the wrong people, and I didn't really know from right and wrong. So when I first came there, I was very disrespectful to people, and people just viewed me very badly. And if I was able to go back into 7th grade, I would change how I approached the school. But now I'm happy for some of the things that I've made because I learned from my mistakes, and I was able to have a lot of great memories like Mount St. Helens or planning the Seeds field trip. It was really fun, and I feel like those are the really good moments that I will ever remember in my life. Yeah, I just learned a lot of big life lessons at TOPS, and if I never came to that school, I wouldn't be the person that I am to this day, and it really does affect me. And I really will miss my teachers and my friends that have affected my life and been there to dry up my tears and hug me when I needed them. Thank you, TOPS.
Hi, I'm Mira. If you don't know me, I've been at TOPS since kindergarten and still don't know what TOPS stands for, but whatever. We're here online because of coronavirus, but we're here to celebrate how fabulous we are, and we're pretty fabulous. When I was asked to write a speech, okay, I wasn't asked to write a speech. It was more like I begged to write a speech. Anyways, an inspirational speech about the future. But then I got stuck, because how do I sum up who we are and who we will be in just one speech? But then I figured it out. It doesn't matter what it looks like in 9 years, looking back on who we are now. What matters is us right now, looking forward to who we will be in 9 years. In our current situation, the future can look kind of bleak, but I promise it's not. My absolute favorite part of every day at school is watching you all walk up 6 flights of stairs at 8:30 in the morning to get to your lockers. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's probably because your brain has blacked out that memory, but there are 3 ways to walk up the stairs of death. The first way, you can just try and be positive about it. Just try and be happy and just make it through it. The second way, you can just suck it up and deal with it. Just do it, just get it over with. And The third way is to slowly walk up the steps, groaning loudly about how much you hate your backpack, the stairs, mornings, your life, and pretty much everything else involved. The stairs of death are weird, but I'll never forget the suffering on all your faces. Take a look at these crazy, funny, ridiculous, amazing people in this grade with really strong glutes from all those stairs. But each of us is taking on the rest of our lives. There's so much ahead of us. High school, college, happiness, sadness, stress, excitement, Broadway debuts, hopefully. And don't forget the endless speeding tickets, parking tickets, tickets for driving without a valid driver's license, tickets for running a red light. Just a lot of tickets. You get the point. Each of us are going to have our own journey and tell our own story. Right now, and for the past 9 years, to a lot of us, this graduation marked the end of our stories. But now that I've reached it, I've realized that it's just the beginning of the next chapter. For some of you, I've known you since kindergarten, and some of you have only had to deal with me for a couple of years, but all of us have changed and learned, and somewhere along the path, we've become who we are now. And in doing so, we've created a family. And in this family, we have the people who make us laugh, the people who are always there if you need a shoulder to cry on, the people who will always give you a hug, the opinionated ones, the musicians, the readers, the artists, the performers, the athletes, the troublemakers, the writers. We've been through hard times together. The great mac and cheese fight of 3rd grade, the 5th grade sub who was clipping her nails during a test. And, of course, the grade-wide panic from baby ladybugs while we were trying to take our 8th grade class picture. Yeah, that's how tough we are. We really showed those baby ladybugs who's boss. But seriously, as weird and as crazy as this Topps family is, we have each other's backs, and that's what's important. That's what we're going to remember. Also the ladybug incident, because that was hilarious, but all of us are going to have our achievements, and I'm looking forward to seeing them, because a family celebrates each other. Thank you so much to all the teachers, parents, and adults who helped this grade become the amazing people we've become. And to those amazing people, I'm going to miss you guys so much. You are some of the most incredible people I've ever met. And to quote Elphaba from Wicked, who can say if I've been changed for the better, but because I knew you, I've been changed for good. I love you guys.
Our teachers in kindergarten were Joan and Joby.
Quinn Sullivan, 8th grade graduation speech. Planting seeds has helped me understand what homelessness is so much better. I knew what a food site was and what happened in a food bank, but I had no idea that a food site would be in a parking lot, what was served at a food site, or even how the food got sorted for the food banks. I didn't have any clue how far homeless people had to walk or how little they ate. I really cannot describe how much being in that position helped me realize how hard life is for a homeless person. And I wasn't even living half as hard as homeless people are. I had a roof and even meals and my comfy sleeping bag. And what really sets me apart was my privilege. I have so much more privilege than a homeless person does, and planting the seeds made me realize that more than I did. While I was on planting the seeds, I got much more aware, determined, mentally strong, and thankful. One of the sites I went to was called Only Serving Love. This was one of the more important sites for me because I got to talk to homeless people and watch how they live. My job was to hand people utensils and get plates with bowls ready to have food put in them. Every person I gave utensils to was so grateful, and it really inspired me to be more grateful and look out for all that I have in life. There is a rule that you can only have 2 servings, and just about every single person respected that rule no matter how hungry they must have been, and that helped me to always be happy with what I get, even if I do want more. I still get something. Another site that really made me understand what being homeless was like is called the Urban Rest Stop. It was this building that had rows of dryers and washing machines. What my group did was fold clothes and restock the toilet paper and cleaning supplies. We also swept outside a bit. All of the people were not talking to one another, and that made me think how hard it must be to trust and to interact with people because so many other people just walk by you every day, and it must be discouraging, and eventually it would just be very hard to talk to people or trust people because everyone you see pretends that they don't see you or treats you like nothing. This whole experience will help me in the future because now every time I see a homeless person, I will look back to planting the seeds and I will understand a little bit because I have watched homeless people live and go through their daily routine, and I have experienced a tiny bit of what it might be like. I will always take the skills and virtues I have learned with me in high school and the rest of my life. This will help the future 8th graders through life in so many ways, and even if it doesn't seem like they do, they will always come out with a new and meaningful experience that they will always remember. Thank you.
Beatrix Carrot. There is more to you than meets the eye. We know you as a warm, playful, and joyful young woman. Your creativity and curiosity are working overtime. We admire your willingness to meet challenges head-on and take responsibility for your choices. Cooper Haley.
You are a powerful force in the classroom and on the soccer field. Just as we have been impressed by your intelligence and perseverance, we have admired your devotion to friends and your easygoing nature.
Scarlett Jarvis. You are a natural leader, an individual who leads by example rather than by edict. Your devotion to your friends and your ability to find the joy that surrounds you will ensure your impact on the world.
Cliff Shattenkirk. You have a humility and grace that are rare in one so young. Your self-confidence and determination have given you wisdom, intelligence, and courage. We will miss your probing questions and your keen observations.
Ella Chamberlain. You are a perceptive and devoted scholar whose interest in growing and knowing allows you to focus on your journey rather than its destination. You are a talented musician, a devoted friend, and a loving sister. We admire you.
Alice Goldboss. Your self-assurance enables you to embrace challenges with enthusiasm. Your insights have enriched our academic environment, and your warmth has made our community a more joyous place.
Lucy Wagner. You are a person who uses her mind creatively. We admire your originality of thinking, your deep questioning for understanding, and your motivation towards excellence. We will miss your quiet strength and grace.
Patchy Etulin. You have the ability to bring laughter and comfort to everyone. You are open to new experiences and able to appreciate people, whether you share much in common or not. Your good nature and generosity will endear you to all you meet.
Elliot Nelson. You care passionately about your friends, your community, and the greater world, as evidenced in your strong advocacy for social justice. Whatever future endeavors in which you engage, we know the world will be a better place for your efforts.
Sophia Pfeiffer. You care so deeply about your friends, always authentic. You are willing to help everyone without calling attention to your efforts. We are genuinely gratified by your kindness and generosity.
Taden Blue. You are a considerate, thoughtful, and amiable young man. These qualities have allowed you to see the humanity in everyone. You have impressed us with your strong reasoning skills and your motivation to excel.
Alex Phoenix. Your enthusiasm and interest in so many things are inspiring. You have helped to create a supportive, inclusive community of your peers. Your amazing stories and illustrations reflect your rich imagination and thoughtfulness.
Madison Brem. We have watched you grow and become an even more caring person. You exemplify respect and consideration. Your diligence, self-discipline, and tender heart are sure to bring you continued success.
Nicholas Iannulli. How does one so young know so much about social studies and science? We are impressed. With your confidence and meticulous attention to detail, your possibilities are limitless.
Mira Gross-Keck. The world right now needs more people who are willing to think outside the box. Your genuine care for others and your need to do the right thing are so necessary right now and in the future. We know that you will continue to pursue this both on and off the stage.
Yassine Asmat. There is so much about you that we have appreciated. Your energy lights up any room you enter. You have a natural ability to work with others and bring out the best in them. You're indeed an awesome young man.
Eli Jensen. Your eagerness to contribute to class discussions in your community has shown us that you are a generous and considerate human being. We will miss your intelligent and sensitive nature.
Lillian Gellings. You come on strong as a scholar, as an athlete, as a musician, and as an independent young person. Your ability to balance your strengths and your laser focus will serve you well in future endeavors.
Caitlin Barnes. You are a remarkable young person. You model your belief in social justice through your acceptance of others, your integrity, and your fearless pursuit of excellence in yourself and others.
Lillian Gregorich. We have watched you grow into a confident and caring young person. You exemplify compassion, respect, and consideration. Your self-discipline, intellectual rigor, and caring heart have given you a deep understanding of the world around you.
Ryder Felke. You bring energy and rigor to all you do. Your imagination and empathy make you a great storyteller. Thank you for injecting humor and warmth into our community.
Marina Gray. We will miss your grace and intelligence. Each day you push yourself to do a better job. Each day you strive for excellence and attain it. We will miss your creativity and your wry sense of humor.
Vincent Huang. Your consideration and acceptance of others make you an amicable and broad-minded individual. We admire you for these qualities. You are always eager to lend a hand on any project. We will miss your generosity and your sense of humor.
Emma Rosenberg. You are a unique individual with a smile and wit that are genuine. Your friends know that they can count on you. Your creativity and curiosity are working overtime, as illustrated through the songs you sing and the art you create.
Xavi Katz. Reading deeply allows one to learn something and be a better person. You are such a shining example of the benefits of reading. As a young person, you have gained insight, creativity, and empathy. What extraordinary contributions will you make to this world?
Eileen Ailes. How does one so young know about so many things? Your creative ability shows in your thinking and in your art. Your kindness and thoughtfulness are appreciated by all. Your wisdom will be missed.
Ethan Wong. You are kind to everyone. Your warmth, sensitivity, and enthusiasm for service have helped others. Regardless of what challenges you face, we know you will succeed and be stronger for the experience.
Samuel Baldwin Barr. We enjoy having you around. Your wit and humor lift our spirits. We appreciate the sharpness of your thinking and your probing questions that lead to a deeper understanding of each subject.
Maya Makita. Your eagerness to travel the world and your natural gift for foreign languages make you a prime candidate for the diplomatic corps. Your devotion to friends and your desire to grow as an individual make you an extraordinary human being.
Luke Robbins. Watching you work with the younger students warms our hearts. You have grown as a scholar and as an athlete. Your genuine concern for your community and your thoughtful advocacy for the voiceless has brought us great pride in knowing you.
Cole Firestein. You have exhibited the traits of a true scholar: motivation, thirst for knowledge, and fearlessness. These characteristics, coupled with your sincere concern for others, will serve you well.
Mateo Jarrett. Your ability to win or lose with humility and grace is rare in one so young. Did you learn that on the golf course? Your commitment to excellence and your motivation to seek understanding will take you far.
Gemma Bradley. You're a person who respects and values her friendships. We have respected your courage when it comes to expressing your opinions or when it comes to standing up for what is right. And I know your birthday.
Jude Rick. Your energy, playfulness, and originality have brought joy to us. We also appreciate your willingness to participate actively in discussions and your eagerness to understand the most complex subjects.
Freya Maddock. Your quiet demeanor belies your wicked sense of humor, which has brightened our days. You have impressed us as an athlete and as a scholar. We so respect your courage and determination to explore new experiences.
Canbo Lee. You impress us with your calm in the midst of chaos. You are a clever and quick problem solver whose sense of humor brings joy to those around you. We admire your ability to motivate the group.
Yue Zhang Mirza. You are a delightful young person. As we watch you working in the classroom or socializing with fellow students, we see someone who is energetic, curious, and courageous.
Carmen Bradley. You are a mindful scholar and a talented musician. You always offer valuable contributions to class discussions. Your artistry, kindness, thoughtfulness, and gentleness of spirit are much admired.
Naja Geer. We have admired how you set your mind to working hard and going for it. You know how to find fun in everything you do. The world needs your sense of compassion and your sense of social justice.
Omar Ahmed. We have noticed your hard work and quiet diligence. You demand the very best of yourself, and it shows. You are a respectful, delightful, and thoughtful person in every way.
Ruweda Yassi. Your courage to do your best, regardless of outside influences, is the mark of a self-confident and self-determined young person. Always be true to yourself, and you will not be false to anyone.
Jesper Boutte. Your kindness and gentleness towards younger students reveal the heart of an empathic and generous young man. We will miss your enthusiasm for collecting random items and your friendly, outgoing persona.
Annie Gao. Quiet and unassuming, you make your presence known. You have not let setbacks keep you from achieving your goals. You focus on what needs to be done and you take care of business. We admire your warmth, kindness, and dignity.
Emily Louie. Quiet and unassuming, you make your presence known. Your inquisitiveness and self-discipline are the traits of a true scholar. It has been a pleasure to watch you grow as a scholar and as a remarkably empathetic person.
Ella Tempe. Your hard work impresses us. Your motivation and determination to achieve excellence has inspired us. You set the bar high for yourself as an artist, as a TA, and as a student. Always ready to lend a hand, you make sure to do the job right.
Aiden McKenna. Your hard work inspires us. We greatly appreciate the depth and breadth of your intellectual curiosity. You amaze us with insightful thinking and your acute perception.
Owen Valentine. We will miss your contributions to class discussions and the opportunity to argue our point of view with you. Your wit, good nature, and willingness to work hard have made our time with you a great pleasure.
Paul Long, we will miss your calming presence. You have impressed us with your sense of responsibility and the way you embrace each new project with thoughtfulness and commitment.
Bella Francoeur. Your acceptance and openness to others has impressed us. We know that you will continue to mature as an artist and as a scholar and as a human being. The result will be tremendous.
Quinn Sullivan. You are what is known as a rugged individualist. You see what others do not. You understand it, evaluate it, and make your own decision with complete independence. We admire you.
Talia Pfeiffer. Because of your passion and motivation to learn, every teacher wants a student like you. We are so impressed by your ability to reach out a helping hand to everyone around you.
Kiva Friedman. Your kind and easygoing nature makes you someone we want as a friend. Your resilience and ability to meet any challenge marks you as a person bound for success. Your strong commitment and quiet determination will take you very far.
Harlan Grady. You act, you write, and you are a talented athlete. There seems to be no limit to your talents. What we admire most is that you continue to stretch yourself in challenging new ways.
Tommy Reddy. We will miss your humor and boundless energy. You have matured into a kind, considerate, and conscientious young man. Naturally, your family and your teammates feel proud of all you have accomplished. So do we. Ben Tran. You have so much admirable qualities. We are in awe of you. Your empathy, determination, and dedication to your principles will assist you in meeting future challenges with intelligence and courage.
Angela Calderon. Your warmth and genuine compassion have brought comfort and joy to us all. Your commitment to building an inclusive community, protesting the injustice that threatens the welfare of our planet and the disenfranchised people on it set a high bar.
Jackie Liu. We've watched you grow and become an even more caring person. You exemplify kindness, respect, and consideration. Your self-discipline and courage to try new things will take you far.
Angel Benitez. Empathic, compassionate, artistic are just a few words that describe you. You have embraced your work at TOPS with intelligence, diligence, and creativity. We know you will meet future challenges with grace and courage.
Felicia Parks. While your time with us was short, we noticed your maturity is marked by your independence and resilience. We also admire how you take expressing yourself through your writing so seriously.
Joe Gordon. You are a unique individual who has a warm smile for everyone. An inclusive and compassionate person, you are sensitive to others' needs. Your intellectual curiosity fuels your academic pursuits. We look forward to learning where it will lead you.
So for 8th graders, I have some parting words for you. As we reflect back on the last 3 months, as well as the last 2 weeks, this quote from Paulo Coelho resonated with me. I hope it resonates with you. When we least expect it, life sets up a challenge to test our courage and willingness to change. At such a moment, there is no point in pretending that nothing has happened or in saying that we are not ready. The challenge will not wait. Life does not look back. A week is more than enough time for us to decide whether or not to accept our destiny. Remember, 8th graders, your challenge awaits. Rise up and become the change we need. I now present to you the TOPS graduating class, 8th grade graduating class of 2020.